Right here, right now, it's LA South style. I'm Pamela Kay, and I got the pleasure to hang out with the cat daddy and his two ferocious felines. Yes, we're hanging out with George Oldenburg at the Zoo of Acadiana, and we're doing it LA South style right after these messages. This is Persia. She's my new friend here at the Zoo of Acadiana, and she's my private ambassador today to take a tour of the exotic cats.
Pam is getting to be good friends with one of our serval cats, Persia. Persia is actually used in our zootorium for our live animal shows. This cat right here is like a long-legged house cat. Some people do have them as pets, although they don't make good pets. But these guys are very quick, can run extremely fast, and can jump 16 to 18 feet in the air. Okay, we're getting ready to walk by our black panther. A black panther is actually a leopard that is melanistic, which means wherever it be color would be black. And if you look close in the sunlight, you can see where the spots would normally be on a leopard. We actually got this leopard from Ohio. It belonged to an elderly gentleman that needed to get rid of it. Come see, Onyx. He was getting old and he was sickly and knew he wouldn't be able to take care of this cat, which is one of his pets. This leopard that we have right here is a normal colored leopard. He was at another facility and we were able to acquire him. I believe the facility was getting ready to shut down, but in a much smaller enclosure than what it is here. So he's very happy here. It was like a sanctuary for him to move from this zoo, from that facility to this zoo. Pam, this is my son, Matthew. Hi. He's going to be taking the zoo over. Matthew graduated from Tulane about 2 years ago, and ready to run the show, and he's the oldest of my three boys.
You know, I think my brothers are a little more advanced than me. I think they saw earlier on that he's a little difficult to work with, so they jumped ship sooner than I did.
Really, Matthew? Really? On TV? You're going to say that? Okay. Okay, right here is our prized possession, Jolie. Jolie is a white tiger. She is not an albino tiger. She is what you call leucistic. Wherever she would have color, or a tiger would have color, it's white. And leucistic animals generally have blue eyes, as you can see with this big girl. We got Jolie when she was how old?
6 weeks.
6 weeks old, and she required bottles around the clock, so it was a full-time job for us to deal with this girl. Oh, she's walking back and forth. Yeah. But Jolie got very attached to both Matthew and I because we were the primary caretakers for her. And I think she likes you a little bit more than me. What do you think, Matt?
Maybe so.
Now, Jolie eats about 15 pounds of meat per day. It's a feline diet. And we had introduced her to another tiger that we had at one time, but she likes to be by herself, more than anything. Yeah. Likes to go swimming during the summer, for sure. And would love for us to go in there and play with her, but that's not going to happen. When she was younger, I had taken her on a field trip to a school. One of the children in the class had done a report on white tigers, did a little history on them, and you know, how long they've been in existence, and so on and so forth. And Jolie decided to take a little bite of my leg, so that ended my visit real fast. Probably it tastes good, huh?
It's a smart tiger. So Jolie is a white tiger, specifically a royal white tiger. So she's got the cream-colored fur, that whitish cream color, and the chocolate brown stripes. And with these white tigers, their eyes are bluish, and they've got the pink nose. And naturally, white tigers are born generally 1 for every 10,000 orange tigers born. So they're pretty rare. And we're real excited to have her. We not only have a white tiger, but we have Jolie the white tiger. So our guests have really fallen in love with her, and they've watched her grow through the years. And she's a real treat for people to see. And she's a flirt. She'll work the crowd, and and focus in on the little kids and run back and forth from one window to the next, and she has fun with them. Okay, so you know we've got a very practical zoo, right? Do a lot
Yes.
of things ourselves, a lot of homemade things. And we have had a number of colleagues over the years who've come over here to take advantage of how we have incorporated the local flavor into the zoo. Because it has a homemade style feel to it. You can tell there's a personal touch. And so we have had quite a few people come to kind of see how we've incorporated that. We're up to 2 zoos now who've asked you to go and build a Cajun-style house for their alligator exhibit, right?
2 of them. Pam, I know you are a cat lover, like a lot of people. You just met our leopards, and I think I have a little surprise for you.
A little surprise or a...
2 big surprises. Actually, we have 2 golden Bengals that need their bottles, so if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand, we'll go take a walk and give them their bottles, if you're interested.
George is my new best friend, so I am very interested.
All right, Pam, you have the little boy.
Okay.
His name is Gumbo,
Hello, Gumbo.
and I have Filet right here.
Oh my God.
Now, they get bottles 2 or 3 times a day. And Pam, what we're going to want to do is continue giving them bottles like it's a treat. And when they get to be adults, we can do it through the fence, actually. And that way, if we have to give them any type of medication, or we can basically train them if we need to, draw blood or something, they'll be used to us, interacting with them.
Now,
So
what is so special and unique about these tigers as opposed to other tigers?
these are golden tabbies. You'll see where a normal tiger would have the black stripes. These are kind of a copper color. And very rare. There's only about 90 of them in the entire world.
Oh,
and
my
we have 2 of them
goodness.
over here. And
How did you end up with 2 right here in Lafayette, Louisiana?
we were just in the right place at the right time. There you go. And they were at another zoo, and the owner of them wanted to sell them, and we were in the market, and everything worked out just right for us.
Now, tell me about zoos and propagation of the species and research. You're not here just for people to come and see the animals. It's a much more important purpose.
When we got these tigers, we wanted to make sure that they were going to spend their whole lives here. We want them to breed, if they do, fine. If they don't, fine as well. But, they're here for the rest of their lives.
So with approximately less than 5,000 tigers in the world, either in private ownership or in the wild, what do you feel like the chances are for extinction of tigers? Because that's what a lot of people feel like as an endangered species.
The way things are going, they have to be protected in the wild as well. And, sometimes with these endangered animals, it takes facilities like this to keep it going.
Because the longevity-wise, the lifespan.
Yes, they will live longer in captivity than they do in the wild. Naturally, they're not having to, hunt for their food. Everything's given to them right away.
Now let's talk about the physical appearances of these Bengals. I noticed the white on the back of the ears.
Yes, if you look at them from the back, if they'd be stalking something in the wild, and you see their head sticking up, the white spots on the back of the ears would almost look like eyes looking back at you. Now, right now, the food that they're getting, this is ground meat and raw chicken. None of the food that we feed them would be cooked. Everything is raw. And we have a feline diet that's made specifically for the large cats. Now, right now, he's eating the feline diet, and that has a lot of nutrients added to it as well. And it is bloody, which is, a natural type food for them.
Well, one of the things we want to emphasize, you guys are all professionals with a lot of years of experience, and all 4 of you are in here, and I know obviously it's because we're in here with camera equipment and that sort of thing too. It's okay, baby. It's okay. But there are 4 of you in here. And
taking everything we got.
That new toy was donated by somebody who knew these tigers in Florida. Really? And she followed them over here, and wants to buy them a toy a month.
Wow.
And just for an example, a toy like this costs close to $200.
And showing signs of affection, what would they normally do?
A chuffing noise. They'll, and that means they're accepting you. You can tell a lot with the cats just by their eyes, the way they look at you. You know, if they're looking at you as a meal or looking at you to be friendly or to play. And
These are very playful.
when they're big, they play rough.
Well, we've been up close and personal with Persia, onyx, fillet, gumbo, and so many that you can really physically be up close and personal with. Just go see them at the Zoo of Acadiana. Many of our LA South viewers have traveled all over the world. Mikey was kind enough to send in this video showing his favorite place.
Hi, I'm Mike Stratton, and I've visited 25 countries in my life, and Argentina was my favorite. Here's a brief peek why. So that's it, the Pietro Marino Glacier. It was worth it, and we are a long way from home. But just look at the beauty. I am LA South.
Thanks for hanging with me today on LA South. Wednesday you don't want to miss because I learned how to weld a bead, and not a rosary bead, not a necklace bead, a special type of bead that's used on products that go all over the world but originate right here in Acadiana. Everything about LA South is all about you. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you are LA South.